The following is a presentation of MRE UNO Division 2. Hello everyone and welcome to Jazz July here in the regional final round. This matchup being for the piano regional final, as we are going to get things started here. Third match of the round, and for both players a big match for both, with a lot to gain, a lot on the line, as number 3 seed Sky looking to break the 10-win barrier, be the 4th player to do it this season, taking on number 8 seed Markus, who's looking for his very first career Final Four after in the last round he got a dominating win to secure a spot into the regional finals round for the very first time in his career, looking to keep this best tournament run going and maybe get a Final Four alongside with it. So we will see how this one plays out here. Should hopefully be a great match. And again, we're kind of going into this round where it's going to be a lot to play for these players. I mean, you have a lot of people who are looking to be playoff caliber contenders. We got some really high ranked matchups. We got some matchups for people who are looking to fight for the D2 chip bubble and the LCQ bubble. And I think this is another one here where both players kind of fighting for a lot here, but in different categories for the moment. But we'll see where this goes. But let's get things started here. Going to take a look at the bracket, both players' paths to get to this point. And for Markus, it has been nothing but playoff games since this tournament. You got to remember, he came into this tournament in the first 5 out in the rankings, so he had to have a good showing here, and a good showing he has had. Start off with a really a true playoff game in the opening round against Nova. Both players in the first 5 out. He wins that one 4-3 and moves on. Takes on Dino, who won Medieval Mayhem, and then in another 4-3 victory, gets the big upset there and a huge win to kind of propel him there. And then in the last round, got a 4-0 sweep over Apollo. Apollo, unfortunately, just kind of along for the ride there, but Markus able to close that one out, and in the regional final round, looking to keep this run going. But for Sky, it's been a pretty strong run for Sky here, and there's been a lot of ups and downs here for Sky. Started off strong, 4-0 sweep over Alessandro. Alessandro kind of wasn't really able to do much there after getting the play-in win, and then very close match here. Actually fell that 3-1 down midway, but Sky able to beat Steven 4-3. Based on their words, channeled some of their T1 energy into that matchup and was able to get the win. And then in the last round, took down Mazwet 4-2, ended the magical run for Mazwet there, who made it to the round of 16 for the first time. Won that one 4-2 and is now in their second regional final of the season, looking to make their second Final Four of the season and cap off what's been definitely the best the best regular season of their career, as they'll more than likely be in the playoffs with at least 9 wins here. But hoping to try to add to the tally and make it double-digit wins on the season. So we shall see who will get the win here and move on to the Final Four and join our current 2 players sitting and awaiting there. And that being Nightwalker, who won this tournament 2 years ago, and Ryder, who got the big victory over Captain Gaming in a really close match yesterday. That was a great showing from both, but in the end, Ryder able to hold on and make his first career Final Four. Winner of this one will play Nightwalker and will be the higher seed. So winner of this will get the higher seed no matter what, since both are higher than Nightwalker in the seeding. But that's going to be a tough game, because Nightwalker has clearly shown that this is the tournament where he absolutely shows out. So going to be a tough opponent no matter what, but for both want to get the chance to play him and possibly make it to the final performance here. So we'll see who will get it done here, but let's take a look at the table, as we got some people popping in here. The Spectre VC is not loading. There we go. But we got some people popping in for this match here. I got both their players in the stream here, looking amped and ready to go. Gonna start with Sky, who is the top seed. No co-commentator for this one, but Sky, going over to you. You've mentioned before. I think you mentioned in the round of 16. I think in Lounge that the biggest thing for you, not that it wasn't necessarily the getting the D1 promotion, but just kind of being in the championship picture, continuing this amazing season you've been on, and especially going into this match, hoping to get to double-digit wins here on the year. For you, what does this match mean here since the win here will put you at 10 wins and put you in your second Final Four, which for you, it's been an incredible run, but what's it going to take for you to be able to accomplish that and kind of put a cherry on top to what's been such a great season for you here? And both players will be likely typing their answers, so we'll see what Sky says. Yeah, it's been a great run for Sky here, looking to get another win here to go to 10 on the year, 45-35 record. Both players with 100 career starts in D2 as well, so one of the few to do so. We have 17 people who have accomplished it, and actually quite a few who did it this season. So this is a battle between two players who are relatively accomplished with experience in this league, and also both are having pretty strong seasons here, all things considered. Yeah, we'll see what Sky says. And then we'll go to Marcus, and then we'll get things started. All right. Sky's thoughts here. Honestly, if I lose, I lose. But I'm proud of how far I've come after 3 years. Just got to figure out how I need to play here to beat Marcus, like I did last game. Having switched to play risky and won, which I never do. So, Sky hoping to do what they can to get the win, but for now, looking to try to get the read on Marcus and get the win here. Sky will have a slight advantage where they will have a little bit more best of 9 experience. For Marcus, this is the first time he's played in a best of 9, at least in MRE. So going to be a little different from here, but we saw that did not deter Ryder, who was in a similar spot yesterday, who got the win over someone who did have experience with the best of 9s. But going over to Marcus here, Marcus career best run here, and in a tournament where you absolutely needed it, so came out to play at the perfect time, and now you're one match away from potentially making it to your first Final Four here. What does this tournament run mean for you here, and your just kind of thoughts going up against Sky here, and who's going to ultimately be another tough challenge for you here, as you've had quite a few tough opponents in this path, and getting a win over Sky would be another massive win for you as you kind of continue to try to keep this run going and possibly get a chance to play Nightwalker in the Final Four. All right, Marcus typing here. See what he says and then get things started. Game has been initialized, so we are set to go. All right. I'm pretty happy making it so far, and I'm happy to give my best here. Even if I lose today, which is probably still supposed to be pretty happy about Culture Playoffs. So, all right, Mark is still feeling upbeat here, no matter what happens here. But we will see who gets it done. Again, winner of this will face Nightwalker in the Final Four. All right, Syntax Error is going to be our ref for this one. He's got the call for Game 1 here, or Sky's got the call for Game 1 here. See where Sky starts things off as we're ready to get things going. We're gonna go with 12. I think we've seen quite a few 12 card starts here as of recent, so it's been a more common start within the last few weeks, but gonna be underway here. Yellow 6 will start it off, and the Piano Regional Final is running and underway here, so we'll see who gets the win. But starting off with the yellow 0 for Sky, taking off one of those zeros off the board early. Yeah, for now we're just gonna keep it yellow. No, 2 from Sky. Marcus out on yellow already. Only 1 yellow off that start. Not what he was wanting to see here. Sky gonna keep it going. Marcus looking to get out of here. And we'll get it out on the next turn with the blue 3. Ooh, big run here, going in the green. Got the chain. Alright. Green 1, green 4 here for Marcus. Sky off to an early lead. I'm gonna keep things going here. Sky been on a plan A run so far this game. And it plays the green 4, so that's both green 4s. And Sky with a switch to the yellow. Marcus drawing on green. Not the start he was hoping for here. For Sky, it's been smooth sailing so far. Another draw from Marcus. Can Sky close this one out? No. Switches to yellow, but needed something else there to keep it going. And Sky with a good run to start the game, but ultimately gonna run out on yellow here. Oh, okay, so I was gonna say that might be a draw city, but no, Marcus is actually gonna go for a +4 here. I'm wondering if maybe that was a draw at some point, but had enough of the constant drawing, and ultimately Sky is not gonna have any blue. So now this is looking to be a momentum flip here. Marcus hoping to run the blue, but Sky says not so fast, goes into red. Haven't seen really the red played at all so far, so it's gonna open things up a little bit. Marcus still able to play it. Close game for both right now. Sky at 6 cards, Marcus 1 up at 7. Marcus saying, thinking about it. Gonna get the switch into blue, so goes back into the blue that Sky was drawing on. Sky gonna draw again. Marcus gonna take the lead. Gonna keep running blue. And was looking for a good quick start for Sky has suddenly turned to where Marcus can get something going, but no, he is out on blue as well. And now both are drawing. Top deck blue 1 for Marcus, looking to maybe get a quick play here to get out of here. Another top deck here, Sky with the blue 2, Marcus with nothing. Sky with nothing. Draw City keeps on going. Ooh, and Sky, and that's the second time we've seen a wild of some variety played off the Draw City, and it's going to be a wild red here to open things up once again. Both were able to play the red decently well here, so I would expect there to be a solid amount of red for both players, but Marcus with a type, maybe looking for a run here. Alright, gets a 3-card switch in the green. Sky able to run it here. Marcus looking to keep it going though. And double play there, has the +2 and goes with the green 7 to Uno. Marcus is asking for more cards. Sky keeps it green. Marcus does not have the finish. The switch into yellow. It's a bit of a risky switch here. And so, okay, so actually no. Well, technically it would have been a fatal switch there, but yeah, unfortunately, even if it stayed green, Marcus would have won off the top deck. So, uh Yeah, unfortunately, did not work out there. And wow, Sky very close to the finish there. Needed just play a yellow one and would have had the win. So got very close there, but ultimately it's gonna be Marcus getting the opening victory in 5 minutes 41 and gets it done. But yeah, I mean Marcus back and forth to start that one. Any thoughts after that first game? Any takeaways there? As you're able to get the win here to open up the series. Also, I don't understand uh why people leave so many pings just unread like that. That would just kind of like get me super antsy with that. But yeah, 6K pings is kind of crazy. Even 6.6K actually. Well, the beginning was pretty rough for me. No matter no number of efficiency in the constant drawing with even with worse card strength metric, this match somehow found my way back. All right, Sky came close there, but ultimately couldn't quite get the win. But more ones are red, like the ones here. All right, Sky with the game two call here, looking to try and bounce back after coming close, but just a little short, and gonna go down the straight down the middle. Gonna go down to the 10. All right, and we start with another yellow start here. This one being a yellow 5. Not going too far off the range from the first game start here. 12 is kind of like that border between mid tier and high tier. Uh, 10 being the being true mid tier, of course, being straight down the middle. But yeah, yellow 1 here from Sky. And they just kind of keep running on yellow. Counting up here, one, two, three. And got the switch into green, so no more yellow for now. No, yes, yellow. Sky with a double yellow 3 wants that yellow there. Does that force Marcus to draw? No, it's another 3. 4 threes in a row. Going in the red now. And Sky just gonna have to roll with it. Marcus is out though. No red left despite trying to go for that red switch, but Sky gonna go for another switch in the blue. Marcus able to play now, but Sky holding on to the lead. Runs it up. And now what does Marcus do? Marcus, this was kind of in a similar spot in the first game where Marcus fell a bit behind, but then eventually was kind of able to bring it back. Diddle play there on the blue 5 that allows Sky to switch it in the green. But that's actually going to be what Marcus needed there, +2 on the green, and it's going to be 2 cards for Sky, and Marcus looking to try and take advantage and maybe get this win here as both are down to 4 cards. Both running it down here. Both want this win. Marcus looking for 2-0 here. Sky looking to even things up. Ooh, big run here from Sky. Triple play, and it goes into yellow for Uno. Was wanting this yellow earlier, but did not get it in the end with the 3 chain. But we'll see what happens here. Is the last card yellow? Does Sky need to switch? We shall see. Marcus thinking through that. Marcus may have options here. Question is, which one will he pick? Another question is, will it matter? Marcus does not think it will matter. Critical moment in this game here. We'll see what Marcus does. Really taking a while to think this through. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Marcus has options. Because otherwise, I don't think this would have taken this long. But really, just trying to think what route he wants to go with here. Gonna go with green. Has the wilds. Sky did switch out of the green, and it gets the ice. And it's gonna be a classic here. Marcus looking for the stall out and will get it. Marcus with that top deck green 4 here. Sky still with nothing. Does Marcus make a move here? Try to get a switch, or does he draw? He will draw. So, yeah, Marcus able to keep the game going. Ends up making the right decision for now. Sky with the green 9. Sky looking to get out of here, and will get out of here with the yellow 9. Got more people popping in for this match here. Marcus running the yellow now. And now Sky is back to Uno once again. With the +2, Marcus gonna be back to where he was before. Gonna have to think this one through again. What does Marcus do here? And this kind of comes down to, is the yellow there? And it's a +4, and now Marcus is at Uno on the green 6. And suddenly he has flipped the scoreboard in his favor. And now Sky is going to be the one who has to make a decision. And Sky has a +4 of their own. He's looking to get back to Uno once again. Gets the blue 8. That's a slight mistype, but saves it. That is that is 3 Unos in a row and a +2 again. And the ammo is coming out here. No one is wanting to give in here. Sky down to 2 again. Marcus out. Does Sky get back to Uno? Marcus says it's GG. No, it is not. Sky draws again, and it is Draw City once more. Top deck blue 1. Sky looking to stay low. Hoping to maybe find a switch here. Doesn't get it. Marcus gets to switch in the red, though. Can Sky play it? Again, both players only down to 3 cards. Sky has the red 0. What does Marcus have? Has the finish with 3 reds, and Marcus in a very back and forth game again is gonna barely hold on and get that one done, and it's gonna be 2-0 now. And yeah, Sky needed yellow there at the end. If there was a draw, Sky would have been in a really good spot to potentially get the win there, but unfortunately red was the color that Marcus needed, and lines it up to get it done. So, I mean, unfortunately for Sky, another game where they came pretty close, but just couldn't quite find the finish there. The way both times I had finishing hand all game and dude stopped me. Yeah, that's a rough one for Sky there. Twice got very close and then twice got stopped. First time by a double ice on the wild and the second time with the +4. Top deck has never blessed me that insane. Yeah. Yeah, I mean Marcus was able to kind of get that lineup on the red there, and I mean the moment he had that switch, it was kind of just wraps there. So again, I mean that worked out really well for Marcus here. 2-0 Marcus. I mean there was a lot of moments where he had to stop and think through that game. Just kind of any takeaways from that going off that going into game 3 here as two big wins that kind of help you out to start this series as you go into your homestand. We'll see what Marcus says here and then move into game 3 here, but uh, like it was the start Marcus was hoping for Sky. It's been a bit of a frustrating start because Sky has been close, and Sky has had the lineup, but just one thing or another just isn't going their way, whether it be a block or just kind of unfortunate timing. So Sky hoping that their fortunes can turn around a little bit going into game 3. Just continue like always preparing for the worst. So yeah, I mean Marcus just kind of has been kind of mentally has been like mentally strong so far in this game here, just kind of keeping his nerves in check. But we'll go to game 3. Marcus with the call, can't pick 10 or 12, and Marcus going with the full send here. So early full send in this series, going with 15. And we do not get a yellow start. We get a red +2. So gonna be interesting. We'll see if Marcus tries to take advantage of this and make this a +4 off the start for Sky, or if they'll just simply shut the door. All right, Marcus gonna shut the door. Not gonna throw on the +2. All right, red 2 and the red 8. So running red to start this one out. And I would expect this to be mostly numbers here to start this game out, as for both it's probably what most they're working with and just kind of want to filter out the hands to get to where they're hoping to line things up. All right, flurry of reds continue on here. Gonna have to wait and see where that first switch ends up happening. But both are just kind of fine with running the numbers on red for now, and Sky's gonna make the first switch here going to blue. There is the first move, and here come the switches here. Marcus with the crossover into yellow, and now Sky with the crossover back into blue. Double blue 4 for Sky. Does Marcus have a response, or does Marcus have to roll with blue? Marcus does have a response. Goes into the green now, and that's gonna be that's gonna be an indirect rainbow, I think. Red, blue, yellow, green. Yeah, there's two blues in the middle of that, but a lot of 4s coming out. 5 of the 8 4s already off the table. Make that 6 here. Another green 4. 4 is getting the 4s are getting wiped out very early on, and we continue to run the numbers here. Another switch here in the yellow now. This was the color that Marcus was looking to switch to at first. And another switch here. This has been a massive light switch war here on this one, and I think Marcus is going to concede here on the the blues. There's another 5. Oh man, ditto play there. Running the blue now. Both have been playing these numbers quite quickly here. Both are looking for 10 straight numbers, but question will be who runs out first. All right, that first ammo card here, and it's a wild into yellow. Gives Marcus the yellow here. Yellow 3 for Marcus. Does Sky have here? Does Sky continue numbers? Yes, Sky continues the numbers. Yellow 0. Marcus keeps it going here. Plan A for both so far. No one has drawn yet. Marcus with the switch into red. Is that what Sky wanted? Yes, Sky wanted the 6 there, crossover in the green. And both have played 13 consecutive turns here. What does Marcus do? Marcus has Uno and falls one card short with the skip, and Sky is gonna have it lined up, and we'll get it done with the plan A. Both able to have a play in 14 straight turns, but in the end, Sky's the one who had the lineup there, being able to use the +4 to end it off there. I was gonna crash out if it didn't work 3 games in a row. Well, it was one card from making it 3-0, but Marcus just did not have the final card there to close that one out. Marcus, what did the last card end up being there? As both players running plan A until the very end. Last card was a red reverse. Ah, okay. Hmm. Kind of was in an awkward spot there then. Oh, man, I think it's a little unfortunate though for Marcus because if Marcus ended up playing the reverse, could have had a shot at the win there, but because could have played at the start, but in the end, just not quite gonna have it there. Could have probably got blocked on the could have maybe got blocked on the green also. We'll see. Well, not sure, but yeah. I mean, Sky on the board here was able to have the lineup. Marcus going one down to 14. We'll just kind of keep things moving here. Sky just kind of able to get the lineup, run it all the way down to the end, and both kind of with similar hands in terms of the amount of number cards, and then just kind of one difference being that +4 be a key factor for Scott to get the win. But game 4 now, away side has won every game so far here. We'll see if it goes 2-2 or if Marcus can break the trend and make it 3-1. Starting with the yellow 1, Marcus with the yellow 2, but we do get a switch early on here into the blue. All right, now keeps it going on blue here with blue 8. Now blue 4. All right, both players looking to keep it running here. Marcus with a switch into green now, and this is kind of looking to be a similar game to the last one where both are just kind of running it down on numbers here. We'll see if the plan A's last as long as the last game did, but green 7 from Sky looking to keep it going. And that's going to open the door for a switch into yellow for Marcus. Sky looking for 5 straight here. And big run here. First run we've seen in a while, and it's going to be a 3-card run on yellow. Sky going to take the lead on that. And Marcus with the yellow 9 now. And it's going to allow Sky to switch into the red now. A lot of switches coming out here. No, okay, not the red, but green. Goes with the green 9. It's a slight mistake there, but switches it into the green, back into green, and there's the red 9. Marcus has the red 9. You know, Sky does not have the red 9, but Sky, a guy has the blue 9. There you go. There's a true rainbow right there. Had an indirect one there before, but that one's going to be a true rainbow on the 9s. Marcus with the blue 3, but Sky wants to go back into red. What does Marcus do? Marcus double play here, the tie at 4 apiece. Sky looking to go down to at least 3. Will with the red 0. But Marcus is out. Marcus has no more red here. Can Sky keep it going? Yes, Sky can keep it going. Looking for another Plan A win here on the high tier. Sky down to 2. Does Sky have it here? Sky has the Uno call. Goes with red 8. What does Marcus do? Marcus is not a big fan of this game. And it's going to be decision time here. Has options, but not sure which one to pick. Marcus may be going for a switch here. Yes, gonna hope the yellow 8 works. Will it work out the way he was hoping? Yes, gets the ice there, so keeps it going. Crossover into the green now, so actually had 2 options for a switch. Does Sky get the Uno here? Yes, Sky gets the Uno here with the green 6. Marcus kind of with second regrets here. Double play on the green. Does Sky have it here? Yes, Sky does have it there, and gets it done. I mean, initially Marcus had the right switch, but tried to go for another one with the green, and the draw ended up being green. The original card ended up being green, so Sky able to tie it up at 2-2, and that's been a full away series so far. Sky able to get it done, but yeah, Sky just kind of thoughts on how that went. Both games kind of going in a similar fashion there. That one taking an extra draw or two to get to the end, but in the end, able to get the win here and keep on going. Calculated hit green at the end, but still one for green at the end. So yeah, maybe a slight lapse there from Marcus. Got a little, maybe have gotten a little too antsy there. Just doing what I can every time he gets close. He just also needs to doing what I can. All right, well, it's been a close series so far. Sky has the call once again for Game 5. It is 2-2. No 15 or 14 for Sky. We'll see what Sky is. Sky's going to go down to 8. So going to keep bringing it low. I'm interested by that one. We'll see how this one turns out, but blue 6 to start this one. Sky able to play up the start, has the blue 3. And gets to switch in the green. So Marcus not wanting to stay on blue for long here. Lower it gets, the more volatile it gets here, so something more likely than not often leaves an empty color here, so we'll see what Sky can do. Green 7. Green 4. Green 9, green 6. Ooh, and a big run here for Sky. Sky looking for maybe a quick one here. Uses the wild and the yellow. What does Marcus do? Maybe losing hope in this. Does Marcus have an answer or not? Has a double play here. Sky gonna get to at least Uno. And double play there, and I'll do it. 100-second win, or 101-second win there. And Sky is gonna make it 3-2, 3 in a row for Sky. And not much to say on that one. Just got the quick plan A there. Had the lineup from the start, and the one color that Sky did not have, red, was able to avoid that entire game. So, yeah, not too many takeaways there, but Sky kind of running the momentum here at the moment. Going to be game 6 call for Sky here. And okay, this is interesting. Sky's actually going back up to 12. Sky lost on 12 in game 1. And going to be a green 9 here to start. I'm a little surprised by this. I'm surprised Sky did not go to like an OG7 or something like that. I was looking to maybe capitalize off that, but no, actually gonna go back up to 12, which didn't work out in game 1. Sky did come close in game 1 though, so maybe with the momentum boost could be a different outcome here in this one. Let's see how this goes. I mean, Sky started with the +2 right off the bat here, and now switches to blue. So Sky off to the races early on. Marcus a bit behind, just looking to do what he can to try and even this out. This is going to be an important game here because if Marcus can win this, it's tied at 3-3 going into Marcus's second and final homestand. And then if Sky wins this, it's 4-2 and would be at match point. So for both really going to want to try to get this win especially because this is going to be a massive game here, and that could shift how this series plays out, especially with the other power play being used at the moment. Sky with that switch back in the blue had double blue 7 here. Marcus looking to load something up here. And yeah, it's going to be triple play here. Blue reverse, green reverse, and green 5. So going to deny that blue. Wants to go back into the green here, which Sky actually switched out of. And Sky is once again not really wanting that green here, and it's going to use a while to go back into the blue. Marcus has not been wanting the blue though. And this time he's going to have to concede on the blue. But it is tied at 6 cards apiece. Sky able to run it. And Marcus gets the switch. First chance he gets goes in the yellow. Does Sky have another option here to go back in the blue, or is Sky able to play it? Plays the red too. Goes in the red. Marcus with a red 1. Both running red here, both running low. Marcus out on the red here. Can Sky keep it going? Has another wild and goes into yellow. Oh, man. Just finding the lineups left, right, and center here. Marcus still with nothing, and that's another double play here and a similar finish to how it went in game 5. And Sky gets 4 in a row here, riding the momentum, and is 1 away from the win. Sky, I mean, it's definitely a big momentum shift here for you. Able to get it done. Just kind of what has been the read been so far with how this is going. Especially in this mid portion with being able to get these 4 wins straight, and even though Marcus has to call for game 7 and 8 in a good spot here, 1 away from making your second Final Four of the season. Just kind of what are your thoughts here as we kind of get into the end game with this? And then yeah, just kind of typing. And then for Marcus, just kind of been stuck with a lack of answers here right now. But anything you think you could do here, especially with the call in game 7 and 8 that could be beneficial for you trying to get back into this, break up the momentum, and try to make the comeback win here. Because still in this series, but definitely the fourth straight win's gonna be uh a tough one to swallow there. Just need more luck on the cards, nothing else. Sky Glad's working out finally low, and heart rate is actually okay-ish. So yeah, Sky the heart rate has been a decent factor in some of the Sky's matches here, and for this one, it kind of being low is definitely helping them out here. But we'll see if it stays that way, if Marcus can stage a comeback. But Marcus gonna have the call here, and Marcus gonna try to follow in the tracks of Sky, where returning on a card start they previously lost on to get a better result here. And it's gonna be the full send again. Second full send of the series. And here we go, red 4. Or blue 4, not red 4, my mistake. Blue 4 going underway here. Well, there's the red 4. I foretold it. And double red 4. Red 4 off the table. Ditto play there off the start for game 7. Now the red 6 for Marcus here. Looking to keep things going. Yeah, so far so good here for both players. Kind of seen a lot of just like straight runs here in this game. There hasn't really been too many moments where both kind of get stuck in draw, especially in the mid portion. It did happen in the earlier games, but most part players have just kind of been running it down to the finish. It's been more like a 100-meter dash. But another switch in the blue. Marcus able to play here. And blue 6 for Sky. So Marcus out though, not what he wanted to see. Sky gonna switch it in the red here, so looking to free up Marcus, but Sky with the advantage. Not the spot Marcus wants to be in though. Hoping to be able to continue on in this tournament here and make the final 4, but right now Sky holding on to control and looking for their second of the season. Would be only the second player this season to be able to do that, right alongside the Lemon. Double play there. Sky extends that lead a little bit more. And big run here from Marcus. Going to use the 3-card switch in the green, and it is tied once again. Sky with the possession arrow lead, but Marcus back within range. And is hoping to get something going here. Switch into the yellow, so immediately gets out of the green. Goes into the yellow. Sky still able to play it. Sky still on plan A. Yellow 0, yellow 8. Running the numbers down. How these previous games have gone, maybe not an ideal spot for Marcus here, but don't necessarily know what he has in his hand yet. Sky hoping to keep it going here. Marcus gonna roll with the yellow 2. Sky with a type here. Marcus thinks it's over. Both are at 4 cards. And wow, that is just straight up it. And it's going to be another plan A. And this guy didn't even use the power play there. But yeah, I mean, gets it done 5 straight. And unfortunately for Marcus, was kind of along for the ride there. But Sky able to get it done. And Sky wins it 5-2 with 5 straight wins. So yeah, I mean, unfortunate way for the end for Marcus there. Was looking good at the start, but unfortunately just could not really find much momentum in the mid portion of that game, and unfortunately goes out. But still a good showing for Marcus nonetheless, and a very important run in this tournament. But Sky with their 10th win of the season, moving on to their second Final Four of the season, and gets it done. Also gets their 50th game win of the season, which I believe is I believe that's now the most game wins this season out of anyone, if I'm not mistaken. No, okay, no. Dilemma has 53, so Sky needs three more to surpass Dilemma, but um, still up there. But there's still contenders to get that as well. Cage is still in as well. Cage has a good amount. Uh, Marble at 38 is maybe a little far behind for that, but um, yeah. Well, Sky gets it done here. 5-2 victory, second Final Four of the season for Sky. Sky back in the Final Four here. Started strong, ended strong this season, and you're going up against Nightwalker here for a shot to make the finale. Your thoughts on getting the result here today and moving on? Yeah, Marcus, a little bit disappointed uh, with that. I can promise you the bot is not rigged. Just sometimes it is very unforgiving. Right. Honestly, really glad I won. Didn't think I would, but managed to stay calm even while down, and it worked out. And now I'm in second Final Four. All right, Sky just kind of keeping it pretty cool and composed there, but it's a big win here. 10th of the season, fourth player to reach 10 wins on the year. Now Sky will be moving on into the Final Four. Marcus, gonna go to you here. I mean, obviously not the result you were hoping for here today, but I mean, still a great run for you. Career best here. And finish off the season with 6 wins. Definitely made a big push for the playoffs there. So you're looking to be in at least solid standing here when it comes to the final reveal. But just kind of any takeaways from this tournament run here, and any final thoughts as you bow out from Jazz July. Yeah, we'll get Marcus's thoughts here as we'll get the bracket all updated. Uh, yeah, Bob better should be good in the playoffs. All right. Yeah, I know. I mean, sometimes that's just kind of the takeaway for some players at the end of the day. But yeah, again, not quite the way Marcus wanted to go. Had every game since game three, only 2 ammo. So yeah, I mean, ultimately the ammo did not really started to not fall the way it needed to for Marcus there, and fortunately gonna lead to his demise here in this one. But still a great showing nonetheless. I mean, Marcus, any thoughts on this run overall here? Because again, as I mentioned before, it is a career best for you. Nice, but I know I have potential for more next season, so hopefully be better in terms of card luck. All right, so yeah, those are gonna be the final takeaways there for Marcus, but yeah, that will do it. Gonna look at the updated bracket here. Mark Sky gonna win the piano region. Second Final Four of the season and career for Sky here as we go into the Final Four bracket, where, as we mentioned before, Sky booking their ticket here into the Final Four here. We'll play Nightwalker there. That should be a good match between two players who were in the 2024 season. Uh, Night joining Night, kind of a late joiner there, but this has been his tournament, and Sky looking to try and maybe get some redemption for tournament one, make it to the finale. So would love to be in the final performance finale there, but uh, one more spot left to the tournament here. We'll see who ends up getting it, and we know it's going to be a fierce fight here as last regional the round to determine the final spot in the final four, and what a match it's going to be. Again, going into that bracket, double base regional final coming up later tonight. Going to be a 1v2 here, Marble Side versus Cage, a huge matchup in the making here. KT going to bring you the coverage on that one there, but that hopefully should be a good match. Hope everyone's able to come out for that, as probably going to be a very early preview of the playoffs here, because those are two players who are very much contenders to potentially win it all. So, yeah, we'll see who gets the win there in a massive top ranked matchup there to close out the regional final round. But that's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you so much for watching. On behalf of our referee Syntax Error, both their players and everyone came out to watch the stream. Thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned before, final match of the rounds will be happening later tonight at 7:30 p.m. Gonna hand it over to KT for that one there to bring you the coverage there. Will be KT and Nifty commentated that match. But until then, I'm G-Man. Take care, everyone. And we will see you all later tonight for the double base regional final. But until then, have a good one, and we'll see you all then.